Welcome back to Kerbal Space Program Career Mode, and yep, you might recognize this. This is one of the probes from the last mission. It's still out here around Jool, and it still has a probe on it, so I can fly it. And there's two of them out here. This one is the one that did all the exciting stuff, and it only has a little bit of fuel left. But I thought it would be fun if I just deorbited it into Jool and maybe collected some information close to Jool. I've been trying to scan the sky. Like I pushed it out to apoapse here, so we're as far away from the planet as we can be. But I cannot find Jool at all. That's how far out we are. But we're still in its influence. So anyway, I'm just going to fire rockets here and just kill our orbital speed, and I would imagine that is enough to deorbit it. How are we doing? Yep, I don't see any periapse marker there. So yeah, this is going to take a while to fast forward around, so I'll edit. Okay, I can see it now. Yes, we're coming in at a weird angle. That's better. Yeah, it's a bit, you always think of planets as being like having a right way up, but yeah, sideways is. I mean, when you land on one of the moons, I think they're all tidally locked, almost all of them anyway. So when you land on the equator facing Jool, it does look that way up. It's odd anyway, but whoa, that's a big planet. So are we close? Are we still high above Jool? Yeah, we're still high, but I'll transmit some data anyway, whatever. Warning, not enough electric charge. Yeah, still getting this bug persisting a little bit. So I don't know, firing the engines isn't really going to make much difference here, is it? Because that's how I managed to kind of spam it into transmitting last time, but I also... Why are you flinging yourself around like that? What are you doing? Yeah, toggling the thermometer off and on also... now I can actually log the temperature data here. It wouldn't let me do that around any of those moons. But yeah, let's get closer. Oh, that's very close. It looks very close because it's bloody huge, but actually... there you go. Study in space near Jool. The computer gave an odd report no matter how many times we sent the request. Open the sample bay doors. I'm sorry, I'm afraid I can't let you do that, was the only reply. The doors did open very promptly when we opened the fuse box panel. Very curious. Of course, a very nice reference to 2001: A Space Odyssey. Speaking of which, if you've seen the film and you don't understand it, read the book. Seriously, that's really my recommendation there, because the book is a great book. It makes perfect sense if you read it. Really perfect sense. Actually, I don't think it's Arthur C. Clarke's best book, although it gets most of the attention, simply because of the film, I think. But, the film is okay. It's just, yeah, it kind of seems a bit arty for art's sake. But anyway, I'm not a film critic. I am just a guy playing video games, so, don't listen to me. Right. I would love, now that would be a mod I could get behind though for Kerbal Space Program. It's a Rendezvous with Rama style mod. Yeah, make some kind of non-Newtonian tube planet. I don't know, if you're not familiar with that story, with that book, that's probably not going to make much sense, but yeah, go look it up. It's, I don't know, I think it's my favourite Arthur C. Clarke book. Or maybe Childhood's End. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm just finding things to talk about while I spam the crap out of this thermometer so that it actually sends the goddamn data. Because it seems like it like it's supposed to transmit the data when there's an electric charge, and then kind of hold it in a buffer when there isn't, and then transmit it when there is again, you know? Excuse me. But it seems to be getting stuck in a sort of buffer state where it's just not transmitting anything, so I have to well, yeah, doing this just seems to give it a kick up the arse, I guess. There we go. It's transmitted all the data, and it is a bit of a shame because, I mean, once I get in the atmosphere, the solar panels are just gonna go. They're just gonna be gone. Oh, frame rate. Oh, let me click things. Transmit. Oh, there go the solar panels. So, oh wow. We are screaming down. Holy crap. See, yeah, I can't, fly the engines. There we go. Somehow the batteries are being recharged. This engine does not produce electric power, I'm certain of that. Oh, it does actually. It does. Look at the power going up. Interesting. So, we're about to hit the quote-unquote surface. There is no surface here. But, yeah. Okay. Alright. Completely out of power now. No means to recharge it. So, any data that was not sent is going to go unsent. And, let's get down and watch it explode. Get a nice view of the moons from up here. There's the sun. It's midday. So which moons can we see? Is that... I would hazard a guess that that is Val. Bill, what? Right. Actually, I think it might be Tylo, because Val is all the way over there. So yeah, Tylo is a big bastard. So... yeah, that's Tylo. I'm trying to think of where to go next in this career mode, because there's no... I mean, the only planet left... well, there's two. There's Elu and Moho, probably the two most difficult to get to. But they're not particularly difficult to land on once you're there. But Tylo, I mean, I'm going to have to do it eventually, right? In career mode. Gotta land on everything, right? Get all those surface samples and stuff, but I don't know, hopefully I unlock all the tech tree by then. And it's going to be interesting to see what the actual end game is as well. And this is taking forever to get down to the surface, so let's just cut to the explosion. Well, that's interesting. And yeah, this is the lack of surface that Jool has. It just comes up as blackness that you can see right through. So interestingly, I can see Lathe there. Yeah, there's spots of dirt on my monitor, which I'm always peering at, like, is that a moon? What is that? But yeah, there's Lathe, but you can't see any of the stars. So, is there anything else? Nope. Just Lathe on the other side of the planet. And we're gonna explode. Yeah, it's interesting sending Kerbals down here. They just kind of get all folded up and squished up on themselves. Oh, well, that's Val, I think, actually, this time. Seems about in the right place. There you go. We are now compressed into a weird little slab of metal. There we go. So, highest speed achieved, 10,000 meters a second. That's pretty impressive. Most G-force endured, 142 Gs. Yeah, presumably that was when it landed in Jool's hard deck there. Total mission time, 2,120 days. Holy shit. So yeah, I'm gonna go grab the other one now, and we're gonna fly it out to Elu. Just because I can, I think. It's out there somewhere. We are in orbit around Elu. It's not a big planet, but it is way out here. Might be up there somewhere. I don't know. I don't like to stare at the map view too much. It's not as interesting as this. I mean, look at all these galaxies and stuff. It's cool. With the seam down the middle there. Oops. Shh. Pay no attention to the Kerbal behind the curtain. Right. I don't want to put it on max speed because obviously I don't want to go through the planet. Okay. Yeah, nice circular orbit there. Yeah, you do what you can. Yeah, it's I was just fiddling around with maneuver nodes, and the second one that I put up gave me a close approach to Elu, so I was just like, yep, that's the one we're using. You know, I can't be bothered waiting for launch windows and stuff. Okay, we should be able to see it now. There it is. Ooh, mysterious. So let's do some science while we're high above it. I'm not quite sure why we're wobbling like that. While in space, high over Elu. Okay. Higher radiation environment cause a few of the samples to glow. It looks like it would be fun to paint the rocket with this. Yes, it probably would. Let's observe the goo out here as well. 120 scientific value. Yeah, I'm kind of spoiling the scientific value really, aren't I? Because obviously you're not getting us the whole shebang by transmitting it back. But I'm also, if I send a crew out here, I'm gonna get less for it next time, so... Okay. Don't let me scan the temperature then, son of a bitch. So let's get down near the surface. Whee! Orbiting retrograde again. Shit. Yeah, let's just pop out the other side there so that we get some power. Oi! They're really close. Yeah, what's the efficiency of solar panels out here? Energy flow, 0. Well, it does not say. So let's observe the materials. High radiation environment again. Okay. So only 20% of that. Oh, it kills me. Why you do this, squad? Why? Yeah, I just suppose it encourages you to actually send out Kerbals here. Yeah, I believe they made the same point in Star Trek Enterprise. When they were, I believe it was a Vulcan who said, you know, why not just send out probes to do your exploring for you? But it's no fun, you know. You have to see things with human eyes, experience it for yourself. Why can I never find this thermometer? Okay, we'll just click spam this until it sends all this stuff back. I'm not sure I can be bothered deorbiting this thing as well. It certainly has enough fuel if I went out to Apoaps, but that's going to take about 20 billion days or something, I don't know, even on fast forward. We are very far out. So I'll just see you at the Research and Development Center when I start unlocking some parts with all this sciencey stuff. So that little excursion to Elu there and the shenanigans in Jool's atmosphere has brought my total science budget to 1706. So I'm going to grab the mainsail straight away. Because, oh, it's so useful. Right, what have we got here? Metamaterials. Some building stuff. Some more building stuff. Quite useful. Bit of gas, lovely. So, what is that there? Is that? That's the thermolytic generator there, isn't it? So, let's have the large electrical... And, yep. I'll have one of those, yes please. Because that means I don't need to panic with the solar panels. I can extend them when it is convenient. And what is this? Ion parts. It seems like you don't ever need to unlock those. They are in a dead end in the tech tree. I'm happy with that, because they're actually pretty useless. I mean, well, you can build a probe with it that goes for a very, very long time, but, unless you've got hours to sit there staring at a little ion probe chugging along, it's pretty pointless. Let's unlock some plane bits, because as much as I am just done with trying to build planes, the canards and stuff, control surfaces are actually quite useful. So, what do we have left? We've got some probe parts, another sciencey bit. I could have done with that, really, but I'll get that next time, I suppose. Yeah, I think this is the last level on the tiers. That would be the case. I mean, usually when you unlock one prerequisite of something, it kind of shows it grayed out like this, and there's nothing after here. So, yeah, that's all of the things. So, I mean, how much science? It's still quite a considerable amount of science that I need to unlock. I mean, we're talking a good few thousand, at least. So, I mean, these are definitely getting unlocked last, but I might do it. So, I think we're gonna go to Eve now. I'm gonna send some Kerbals to Eve. They're not gonna get back again, I'm afraid. At least not until I've unlocked all the tech, and I've never returned a craft from Eve, so that's gonna be interesting. So I'll see you on the launch pad. Alright, so we got Jebediah doing some parkour over what I've built here. Boing! Oh no! Grab hold! Oh, I just had him jump in between these things, like, over and over again. Oh god, he's a bit stuck. But yeah, what I have built here is a science lab / colony / habitation thing, which is going to go to Eve, and it's going to stay there, and it's going to take lots of Kerbals. I don't think I'll send Jebediah, because, he's important. He's too important to leave on Eve. He can be part of the ship that eventually goes out and rescues them, but that's going to be a sort of multiple episode thing, I guess, because, I'm going to have to, build a refueling station and stuff, and ta-da! I'm on my feet again. Oh god. It's a bit hazardous around there, isn't it? Boing! Splat! So yeah, I haven't got a launch stage on it now, but yeah, I don't think I'll show the launch or any of that stuff, because, I show every launch, and launches are boring, really. It just goes straight up, and you want to see the interesting stuff on the other planet, right? And this episode is already getting a bit long with all my Elu shenanigans, so I'll see you on Eve. Well, as I come into orbit, I might as well go through the crew rosters. So I have Bob at the controls, who, as always, looks terrified. Yeah, Bob is a good enough group leader to man this vessel. We have Billfrod, he's quite experienced now, done well. Chadka, Greg 2, Jeddo, Sydney, was that Billy Bobman, Melgas, Ludry, Natalie, Gerloff, Artie. Let me just pay attention to my orbit here. Oops! Fuck. Okay, might have to do that again. Zigzor, Patsby, Jormone, Erdan, Luke, Tompoli, Jonvis, Joe Cal, Richley, Mally Kerman. I'm manning this. I've left a spare seat somewhere, possibly in one of these bottom ones, I don't know. But yeah, that's for Bill, because once you get out of this crew hatch here, you can't get back in again. So, Alright, so let's just see if I can actually salvage an orbit from this. It's so nice to have a mainsail. Oh my god. Just finally having a mainsail. And yeah, this Oh man, I was going to say this thing maneuvers really well, but that's because I had a mainsail firing and it has ridiculous vectoring thrust, so... But yeah, just... Like, I just had the center stack with a mainsail and then a few sort of half stacks with skippers on it, and... Yeah, it's got all the way up here. Potentially don't have enough fuel to get an orbit though, because I just wasn't paying attention. Oh shit. Well, there you go. I'm in a ridiculously high orbit for such things. Well, that's still a low orbit really, isn't it? Anyway, I will see you at Eve this time. And there's Eve. Yep, we're coming in for a really aggressive aero capture slash burn up and die slash hopefully land maneuver. Yep, so this should be fun. I brought the periaps down to something, I don't know, like 8 kilometers or something. Yeah, 6. Well, it's nothing now, we're gonna land. So, ooh, we're landing on mountains. I suppose that bodes well for a rescue, because, yeah, I mean, if this is like a good 6 kilometers above the sea level, well, it's impossible to tell, really. I'll see when I've landed. But yeah, the higher up you are on Eve, the better it is to take off, obviously, because it takes a ludicrous amount of delta V to get off Eve. Good lord, let's to click the right button, don't click EVA. So look out the window. Frame rate is dreadful right now, but oh well. Oh shit, we're on fire! Right. As you can see, it took all but a tiny drop of the fuel to get here, so we've got no engine braking, so we're just going to rely entirely on aero braking here. Not gonna deploy my chutes, because I think, yeah, at 1,000 meters a second, they might just rip off, so I'm going to wait till they slow it down a good deal. Which happens very quickly in Eve's atmosphere, to be fair. And, I didn't get any of the science observations while I was in orbit, but, never mind. Let's do some things. I'll keep them for now. I don't want to run out of batteries while I'm descending. I probably won't. That's extremely doubtful, but, okay, I'm gonna pop the chutes now. Whee! There we go. I think I put enough of them on. Yeah, I put them on every bit of it this time, because I was just like, you know, I don't want one bit just sort of flying down to the ground. Well, I do have... Oh yeah, they're on the center bit here somewhere. There we go. Probably can't do that until we've landed, yeah. Temperature. It's brisk. That's quite warm actually, 30 odd degrees. Considering we're in the... well, I want to say upper hemisphere, but the atmospheric pressure is very high, even at this altitude. Yes, it is. I just accidentally fired the engines. Oops. Well, never mind. So, yeah, extend. Can we just have these extended, like, permanently? Oh god. Kind of clips through that, doesn't it? Yeah. So... anything else? Yeah, I didn't unlock that last one of these, the gravioli detector, did I? But, yeah, anyway, it's looking like we're gonna land safely, so I'll see you on the surface. The Leaning Tower of Kerbal. Oh dear, look at that. That is precarious. It's not falling over though, so it's okay. Yeah, just remembered, Bob actually just has to stay in there forever, for all time now. Until we send the rescue ship anyway, because, yeah, I mean, obviously you can't control anything on the ship, and that includes the materials bays and stuff, so that one's been opened. Okay, 200 sciencey data. Okie doke. Right, I have so many things on here which are just completely unnecessary, really. But, you know, redundancies, triple redundancies, septuple redundancies, it's all worth having. It's all science. Yeah, because I mean, I only get 40% of the data, so... Whoops, throttling up. Let's, Can I... Oh, the engine's actually fallen off. Well, there you go. That's... Yeah, that's, Is that what's keeping us on the ground right now? And not falling over? Look at the landing legs, they're just kind of like... all this weight. Yeah, I did wonder if they would take the weight, actually, but... They're doing okay. Okay, let's get all these observed. Right, I'll observe all these science things and get all the crew out for a photo opportunity. And here is the crew. Well, it's half of them anyway. It takes quite a long time to get them out there, actually. So yeah, this is the crew from the right-hand side of the ship. I brought a lot of Kerbals out here. Yay. Yay for science. I could never think of anything to put on these. I'm not a wordsmith. Well, sometimes I am. Now, why did you turn around? You don't want to look at the proud flag? What's wrong with you? Turn around. You're gonna go in the naughty corner in a minute. There we go. Yay! That looks cool. Yeah, I nearly knocked this whole thing over just by dropping off the ladder and hitting this landing leg. One tiny little knock and this thing is definitely going to topple over. So, yeah, there we go. There is our Eve Science Lab. I'm going to get all these Kerbals back on board now and collect all the EVA reports and surface samples. And go and see how much data that actually collects for me, because I imagine that it's going to be quite a lot. Perhaps not quite as much as I would have liked, but 1300 science, that's not too shabby at all. So I got some probe bits there. Okay, we'll grab this gravioli detector now. The sensor array computing nose cone. Not exactly sure what the... collect atmospheric data while in flight. Oh, okay. So it's like the press map barometer, but not. So I'll get those and collect some more science at some point. Better wheels. Those are quite nice. Bits and bobs, of course. So what do I need? What is that? I mean, that's some advanced aerodynamics there, I suppose. I should unlock them. There's another one there as well, so I presume that I need this. Yeah. I don't know, I was hoping that this mission would yield the last of the science points that I need to unlock everything, but unfortunately not. So I can't afford any of these top tier ones right now, so might as well just get the supersonic flight ones. And what does that unlock? The aerospike, that's nice. And canards and stuff, yeah. Really though, canards being like the last thing that you unlock? Interesting. So, I mean, what is that? That's 1100. Yeah, so I'm thinking about 4,000 science data needed to unlock the rest of the tree here. So I'm going to attempt to do that in my next mission. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to be doing, but yeah, we'll figure it out. I think the only planet we haven't been to so far is Moho, so we might visit Moho. It's a pain in the arse though. I did go there recently. But anyway, until next time, thank you for watching. I'll see you later.